Hi, I'm Rachel Coleman, infant and child sleep coach, and I'm here with your In Real Life episode 1. So I'm a sleep coach, right? Does that mean that my kids always sleep perfectly? Absolutely not. My daughter, Kezia, was born in December, and she is now almost 4 months old. And we've been having a few sleep troubles of our own. As a newborn, Kezia had a bit of an unsettled stomach, a little bit of reflux, colic, and having a pacifier really helped her to settle better and to sleep well. However, this sleep association started to get a little bit more unhelpful as she neared the age of 3 to 4 months. She started waking up more frequently in the night, and she wasn't able to connect her sleep cycles during the day like she had previously been able to because she kept on losing the dummy. What to do? So I decided that we were going to wean the dummy off, and to be honest, even as a sleep coach, this seemed like a huge step, probably made worse by my own slight sleep deprivation, and I was not looking forward to it at all. What I decided to do was I put her down in bed, awake, and without the dummy, and I did our little goodnight ritual, sang her little song, and then I left the room. I was feeling a little bit nervous because I didn't know how she would respond. She had never done this before, and I thought, am I overwhelming her? My maximum was 5 minutes. I said if she cries for 5 minutes, I'm going in there, I'm going to pat her, shush her, rock her, do whatever it takes to get her back to sleep. I don't want to leave her for longer than that. So that was my cap. I don't have a huge cry tolerance, and I don't think that babies should be left alone to cry for very long at this age anyways. We tried it out, first day. Within 2 minutes, and not even 2 minutes of full-blown crying, it was 2 minutes of kind of, struggling a little, but not really crying that much. Within 2 minutes, she had fallen fast asleep without her dummy for the first time. I was amazed. She still woke up after 45 minutes, and we've been working at it ever since. And now, after about 2 weeks, she has started to fall asleep much easier by herself, even easier. Sometimes she doesn't even cry or grumble. She just falls right asleep. And she is also starting to connect her sleep cycles during the day. At lunchtime, she often does a 2-hour nap, maybe even 2.5 hours now. Since weaning off the dummy, her morning nap has consolidated, and her night sleep is on the way. Her night sleep is not perfect yet, but I'm okay with that because I know that very soon that's also going to consolidate, because that's the typical cycle that we see, that first naps start to consolidate, night sleep gets even a little bit more unsettled, and then the night sleep also takes shape. So I'm looking forward to that day when I get to sleep 5 or 6 hours. What I basically wanted to come in today and tell you was, don't worry. It sometimes feels like such a bigger thing in our mind, sleep training or working on sleep with our kids, and sometimes it's actually easy. I've had this so many times with clients. I remember my first ever client that I had, her 14-month-old son was waking up every 2 hours in the night, and she was just totally sleep deprived. This has been going on for months, and she was kind of dubious about, changing things at all. And with making sure that the day routine was right, with optimizing his nutrition, his sleep environment, and the sleep associations, he cried a max of 4 to 5 minutes and then started sleeping through the night from day 2. It was amazing. And sometimes I think we make this into a big thing, we wait too long, we actually miss our child's kind of signals that they're beginning to be a little bit more independent, and we don't take that opportunity. And I just want to encourage you that if you're in that boat, and you need a little bit of encouragement, I would love to talk to you and to see what we can optimize to make this the easiest process possible. If you're still dubious, hop on a 15-minute consult. We can look at kind of what's going on and see where we can change some things. And you never know, it might actually be way easier than you think. What actually helped me was talking to another sleep coaching friend of mine who reminded me of what my child is capable of, to look at her signs and to just give it a go. And you know what? It paid off big time. And so I know that sometimes we know what we need to do as parents, but sometimes it's so hard with our own kids. And we just need that cheering on voice, that encouraging person that's standing by our side, helping us to think clearly through the sleep deprivation and encouraging us to take those steps we know we need to make. I would love to be that person for you. If you need any help or tips, tricks, support, I would love to talk to you about that and get your child sleeping better. And you never know, it might just only take 3 minutes.